I'm so sorry. I'm late for work.
So you could go over 80 miles per hour on 92? No, ma'am. You have your driver's license and your insurance card?
Yeah, my insurance.
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please. The ground's wet. It's been raining. You're going over 80 miles an hour
so
on this type of a road. That's reckless driving, ma'am.
This is LexisNexis. I'm trying to look it up. I don't have it printed off.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. Go for it. Hey. She was going like almost 90 down 92.
Oh, really?
She flew past me. I had to get up to 90 to catch her.
Wow.
My CAD's not working. Is yours?
They fired them. 2 female officers, sworn to protect and serve, gone. Not for brutality, not for corruption, but for something that cuts right to the heart of why so many of us feel the system is a complete and total sham. You know just like I know that there's a deep rot in these institutions, a performative justice, where the rules are twisted to protect the elite and crush the everyday person. This is the story of what happens when 2 insiders tried to use their own discretion and became the ones who were blackballed for it. These are the files they don't want you to know about.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers speeding, officer discretion, and vehicle searches, and is brought to us by Police Activities Channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On April 7th, 2018, Officer Courtney Brown and Officer Christy Wilson of the Roswell Police Department pulled over Georgia resident Sarah Webb for allegedly speeding on her way to work in Duluth, Georgia. After Ms. Webb pulled over, Officer Brown approached the vehicle.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Officer Brown, Roswell Police Department. You know.
The body cam footage starts like any other traffic stop on a rainy Georgia morning in 2018. A young woman, Sarah Webb, is running late for her job, driving fast on a wet road. Officer Courtney Brown walks up, and you can hear the tension immediately. The officer admits something crucial on tape, something that makes the entire stop crumble. She tells her backup, Officer Christy Wilson, that she had to hit 90 miles per hour just to catch up. But then she says the quiet part out loud, confessing that her speed detection...
She took the tag too. I'm going to have to restart this and see what the deal is.
Make me skid around.
I'm gonna take her probably for reckless.
Okay.
She flew past me going probably 80, 85 on 92 in the wet road. She said she's running late for work. I had to get up to 90 to catch her. What do you think? I mean, I don't have any speed detection, so at the same time, but...
Here, Officer Brown admits that she was not equipped with any speed detection devices to get an accurate measurement of Ms. Webb's speed. While the law varies between states, in Georgia, individuals can be convicted of speed.
The device wasn't working.
Georgia's speeding laws are found in Section 40-6-180 of the Georgia Code, which reads that, quote, "No person shall drive a vehicle at a speed greater than is reasonable and prudent under the conditions, and having regard for the actual and potential hazards then existing." And Section 40-6-181, which states that no person shall drive a vehicle at a speed in excess of certain maximum limits. In the
She had no real reading.
Visual estimate of speed made by an officer because, quote, "An officer's estimate of speed is sufficient to support a conviction on a speeding violation." The same evidentiary standard would apply to a reckless driving charge, which, according to Section 40-6-390 of the Georgia Code, occurs when an individual, quote, "drives any vehicle in reckless disregard for the safety of persons or property." In the 2003 case of Fraser versus State, the Court of Appeals of Georgia concluded that, quote, "Speeding, unaccompanied by other traffic violations, can form the basis for a reckless driving conviction if the state presents evidence that a defendant was driving at an excessive rate of speed given the posted speed limit and..."
No solid number. It was just a gut feeling on a slick road. Right there, the foundation of this stop cracks. But that wasn't what got them fired. The real moment of exposure, the one that sent shockwaves through the Roswell Police Department, happened off camera, when the body mics kept recording. Officer Wilson pulled out a coin flip.
Gonna have to say that you went 90 catch up to her. You're going to have 2 faster conditions, and...
Yeah, I mean, that's unacceptable. I told her, I said, you know the roads are wet, correct? You're running late for work and you're going above 80
Right.
to get to work. I said, call. So do not do that and put people's lives in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So, my CAD just froze on me, so I'm restarting it right now. What do you think?
App on her phone. Heads, the girl gets arrested. Tails, she walks free. A human being's freedom, her record, her job, all left to a coin toss. We all knew this kind of petty tyranny was happening behind the badge, but seeing it laid out like this feels like a forbidden revelation. Now, here is where the story reframes in a way that will make your stomach turn. Officer Courtney Brown wasn't just a cop on a power trip. In the eyes of the institutional machine she served, she became an unlikely silenced hero who exposed the arbitrary nature of the law itself. Think about it. For decades, the courts have given officers a blank check to make visual speed estimates, swearing up and down that their trained eyes are as good as a radar gun. The Georgia case law is ironclad on this. An officer's guess is legally sufficient to ruin your life. By openly admitting she had no measurement and then flipping a coin, Officer Brown didn't just violate a policy manual. She accidentally lifted the veil on a demonic little legal loophole that the elite rely on to keep us controlled. She showed the world that the difference between a ticket and a jail cell is literally rain.
You have a Ron. Return to the side for me. Here, move Humbercats. I'm just gonna shake this out, okay? Alright. Do me a favor, step over here. It's my patrol vehicle. Have a seat for me.
On July 18th, 2018, Roswell Police Chief Rusty Grant went on Facebook with a somber video, promising a top-down assessment and an outside audit. It was a classic damage control script, the kind of cleanup operation we see when a scandal threatens the illusion of legitimacy. 8 days later, on July 26th, both Officer Brown and Officer Wilson were terminated.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, she did it. Unavailable. My CAD's not working. Who's that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
Off camera, Officer Wilson pulls up a coin flip app on her phone and states, quote, A head, R tail, meaning that if the coin lands on heads, then Ms. Webb should be arrested, but if the coin lands on tails, she should be released. Regardless of the result.
The official narrative was that they violated a policy requiring officers to reflect a favorable image and to be kind, considerate, and patient. But why was that policy weaponized against them specifically? The Supreme Court had already ruled in Atwater versus City of Lago Vista that an officer can arrest you for a minor traffic offense, even if it's a gratuitous humiliation. The highest court in the land said that is constitutional. So if the law allowed the arrest, why the career-ending punishment for the coin toss? It's because the coin toss made the system look exactly like what it is: irrational and cruel.
RDR 390R. Alpha 1 in custody.
919.
The actual crime wasn't the lack of empathy. It was the failure to maintain the theater of justice.
A blanket rule that if a warrantless arrest for an offense committed in the officer's presence is supported by probable cause, it is constitutionally permissible. In the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, the Supreme Court held that, quote, if an officer has probable cause to believe that an individual has committed even a very minor criminal offense in his presence, he may, without violating the Fourth Amendment, arrest the offender, despite noting that the incidents of the arrest in question were, quote, merely gratuitous humiliations imposed by a police officer who was, at best, exercising exercising extremely poor judgment. The Supreme Court later affirmed and expanded this decision in the 2008 case of Virginia versus Moore.
What else was on that body cam footage that triggered such a swift execution of their careers? This takes us to the moment where everything clicks into place. The payoff that ties this small-town firing to the massive cultural breakdown we are all living through. The firing of these two female cops is the perfect symbol for the collapse of trust in every single institution around us. We are told the FBI is there to protect children, yet the files often show they are chasing political narratives. We are told Hollywood is about entertainment, yet we see the elite flaunting their ritualistic symbolism in plain sight. And here, we are told the police are there to enforce a fair legal code, yet a coin toss decides your fate. Sarah Webb's charges were eventually dropped, but only after she was handcuffed, had her car inventoried for a tow.
Because I haven't done one like speeding like that, so that's why I'm a little bit unsure.
You're going to do the patrol vehicle spot, and then it's going to ask you for moving or not moving, and you're going to do moving.
Can you help me do these dang tickets? My CAD won't even log me in. Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah.
And had her entire world turned upside down.
Alright, man. Do me a favor. Step out of the vehicle for me. Put the phone down.
Why am I
Put your
doing
phone down. Step out of the vehicle. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Because, ma'am, you're driving entirely too
But her justice didn't come from the law. It came from the accidental exposure. The system didn't correct itself out of a sense of moral duty. It scapegoated two officers to pretend it has ethical standards. It's the same story playing out everywhere. The powerful sacrifice their low-level players to keep the game running. But we see the pattern now. We see the strings. The injustice against Sarah Webb was only remedied because the curtain slipped, not because the men pulling the levers suddenly grew a conscience. So, where does this leave us? With no resolution. Only the same burning, righteous anger that you feel in your gut right now. The officers lost their jobs, but the precedent that allows an officer's naked eye to serve as absolute proof remains the law of the land in Georgia and beyond. The machinery that criminalizes a person rushing to their low-wage job on a rainy day is still spinning, untouched and unaltered. The elites running these departments want you to believe that firing two cops solves the moral decay. It doesn't. It's a sacrifice to appease the masses, while they keep the system that empowers them completely intact. They sacrifice two of their own to protect the ugly truth, that the law isn't a shield for the innocent. It's a weapon wielded by the powerful, a weapon that activates on a whim, a bad day, or the flip of a coin. The real legend isn't a celebrity or a politician. It's the everyday American who navigates this minefield just to survive. I have to ask you, because it's the question that keeps me up at night, and it's one they are hoping you won't say out loud. If the system itself is a rigged coin toss that crushes the innocent and silences